there, how's your week been? Welcome back to another episode of our podcast. Today, we are continuing our journey through the timeless lessons from Poor Charlie's Almanack, and we are diving into how we can train our minds to think better, learn smarter, and make wiser decisions about money and life. 1. How should we really learn? Did you know that research shows the average person spends at least 20,000 to 30,000 hours of their life in conscious learning? That's a lot, but here's the thing. Just spending time learning isn't enough. Malcolm Gladwell, in his book Outliers, talks about the 10,000-hour rule. He noticed that world-class performers, musicians, athletes, entrepreneurs, scientists didn't get there just because of talent. The real key? Deliberate practice. Psychologist Anders Ericsson's research backs this up. If you want to be among the best in any field, you need around 10,000 hours of focus, intentional training. That's about 10 years if you practice 3 hours a day. But here's the secret. It's not just about doing the same thing over and over. Deliberate practice means pushing just past your comfort zone, working on slightly harder challenges, and constantly getting feedback to improve. Think about Beatles. From 1960 to 1964, they performed in Hamburg, Germany, praying 8 hours a day. By the time they suddenly became famous, they had already logged more than 10,000 hours on stage. Or Bill Gates, he had rare access to computers as a teenager. He spent thousands of hours writing code before founding Microsoft. Those early years gave him his 10,000 hours before anyone even knew his name. Another key to learning: repetition. There's something called the Ebbinghaus forgetting curve. Basically, if we don't review what we learn, we forgot 50 to 80% of it within days. That's why the knowledge that sticks isn't just what we once learned, it's the knowledge we use again and again. Charlie's Munger has 3 big reminders for us when it comes to learning. First, aim to understand, not just memorize. He says real learning means grasping the core principle behind an idea, not just memorizing facts. Second, learn across different fields. Don't get stuck in one area. Combine psychology with economics, math with history. Many of the smartest decisions come from connecting ideas across disciplines. Third, keep asking, so what? Munger and Warren Buffett train themselves to question every piece of information. What does this actually mean? What trend does this reveal? How does it affect the bigger picture? For example, if a company's earnings per share go up 20%, most people just say, "Great, buy the stock." But Munger asks, so what? Is that growth real or just accounting tricks? Is it coming from the main business or from selling off assets once. Did cash flow and profit margins improve, or is this just surface level? That simple "so what" leads to deeper thinking and often better decisions. And here's the cool part. You can use "so what" not just in investing, but in life. Got yelled at by your boss and feeling upset? Ask yourself, so what? Will this matter a week from now? A year from now? Thinking about changing jobs? Ask, so what? Will this move bring me closer to the life I want in 5 years? This mindset helps us 1. Waste less time on gossip, drama, and pointless arguments. 2. Stay calm instead of being dragged around by emotions. 3. Focus on meaningful choices, the ones aligned with our values and long-term goals. Bottom line, so what? Thinking helps us see beyond the surface and make choices that actually matter. 2. Knowing right and wrong isn't enough. You also have to predict how people will react. Munger reminds us the real world isn't like a school test. There's no answer key. Knowing the right principles is important, but it's not enough. You also have to understand human behavior. You have to see how people will actually react and how situations might unfold. Think about it like this. Level 1 thinking, what's right or wrong? What's the logical principles? Level 2 thinking, how will people respond, rationally or irrationally? Here's an example. Take borrowing money from a friend. Level 1, morally, if you borrow, you should repay. Level 2, but what actually happens? If the borrower struggles financially, or if you don't follow up, they might forget. True wisdom is seeing both levels, the principle and the people. That's the kind of thinking Munger urges us to develop, not just book smart, but people smart. Whoa, we have covered a lot today. We talked about deliberate practice, the power of asking so what, seeing beyond right and wrong to predict behavior, and avoiding the Lollapalooza effect of stack bias. Here's your challenge for this week. Notice one decision you are making and stop to ask, so what? Spot one bias in yourself or in the news or even in the market. These little habits will, over time, train your brain to think like Charles Munger and help you grow your own financial wisdom. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe, share it with a friend, or leave us a review. Until next time, keep learning, keep thinking, and may your path be full of wisdom, peace, and joy. See you soon.